Welcome to Service Drive Revolution and your Friday drive-by. You know, I get asked a lot of questions, but one of the questions I absolutely hate, and most of the time I get asked this by dealers, is how much should a service manager make? How much should an advisor make? And it's an impossible question to answer, but this is what I do know. And this is what has served me in my career more than anything else is you're worth exactly what you earn. Let me say that again. You are worth in the marketplace exactly what you earn. It's the value you provide. How trusted are you? How much can you be trusted to do the job at hand? Sometimes selflessly. How committed are you to finishing a project, finishing a task, hitting a goal? How much can you be trusted to do that? Are you good at creating sales, creating alchemy? Can you create more revenue in whatever position you're in, advisor, tech, manager? Can you create more revenue? Are you self-motivated or does somebody else have to motivate you? Do you wake up every day with this fire in your gut like me, like I grew up poor and nobody believed in me and I got something to prove and I'm going to prove everybody that doubted me wrong? Or do you have to be motivated? Does somebody have to talk you into working? Does somebody have to give you a little pat on the popo? Come on, let's do it. You're diminishing your value if that's the case. Are you a victim? If you're a victim, you're not going to be earning what you deserve. You're not going to be, your value is going to be very low. The opposite of victim is, do you just take care of what you can control? Do you focus on what you can control every day and kill it? The things you can control, like the customer experience, your attitude, your effort, how well you learn. Are you getting better all the time? You can control that, right? Are you a team player? Do you play well with others, or is it all about you? Are you about the bigger picture, bigger goals, the bigger cause, or is it just about you and everything's there to serve you? And the last one is, do you have magic? When you show up in a situation, when you're hired to do a job, when you're asked to do a task, do you have magic? Do you do things that create results that people didn't even expect could happen? Do you create a culture, morale, fun? Do you bring fun? Are people better by being around you than by not being around you? That's the question. So when you ask me what should somebody make, they should make exactly what they're worth. And you earn exactly what you're worth. If you give more value than everybody else, if you have a better attitude, if you work harder, if you show up earlier, if you're always learning, if you're coachable, if you're a team player, you're never going to have a problem being in high demand and paid very, very well. So think about that. Let that sink in and really analyze yourself in all those categories. Where are you at and where could I get better? But it's a choice. All this is a choice. We're not victims. We live in the greatest country in the world with the most opportunity, with an amazing economy right now. There's no excuses except for whatever we want to create. But the truth is, it's all up to us. So have a great weekend, and now stay tuned for this preview of Monday's Service Drive Revolution. Next week on Service Drive Revolution.
Driverless cars are definitely going to be here. For
What
instance,
time frame? Come on, you got to predict.
2030.
2030.
Yep.
How many years is that from now? 10?
That's 9 years from now.
Is it 2021?
Pretty close.
No, it's 2020.
Well, it depends. Are you doing model years based off of
I know,
which
because I still almost write
right?
2019 on everything.
Yeah, so
when
10
I
years
sign
from
a
now,
check.
they'll be here. I think we'll have limited release in cities like LA and stuff in the next 5 years. And then definitely in 10 years, it's going to happen.
You know who it affects the most is Uber, because once you have driverless cars, you don't really need Uber in their network of drivers, right?
But then that means Uber has to invest in the asset, which they don't have to invest in right now, because the drivers are investing in it, so they get all the revenue then if they own the asset. I know if I had a driverless car, I wouldn't fly. I would just drive everywhere. I'd let the car drive me, and I'd work or sleep or do whatever.
So our trip to Kansas City, you would just sleep in a car for how long would it take to drive to Kansas City?
18
3 days?
to 20 hours, yeah.
You would just sleep in a car?
Yeah.
You play video games? What would you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Work?
Rest, everything.
Cars have Wi-Fi now. You could just stream,
totally connected the whole time.
Watch Netflix and chill.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of stuff that you could do there.
That's fun. Thanks for watching this episode of Service Drive Revolution's Drive-By. I hope it gives you something to think about over the weekend and inspires some new ideas and hopefully some new results. If you have any questions for the big show, go ahead and post them below in the comments. We'll be looking out for them and we'll answer them on the show. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when we post new episodes. I'm Chris Collins and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Chris Bulldog Collins. And I'll see you again on the next episode.